Hi everybody, welcome back to Animal Crossing Every Day. My name is Captain Explody. You're watching Animal Crossing. Today is a day. We're going to hopefully get the last stamp for the aerobics exercises, and then we can just put this to bed. Then we'll be done with it. No more waking up early. No more aerobics. No more nothing. No more anything. It better happen. And the thing we get better be awesome. We better get some sort of like crazy ass prize. It better be amazing. So we're doing this in the morning. But Tom Nook's shop is gonna be closed because I just can't be bothered to go and restart everything again. We have a special offer today. It's a Yuki figurine. As always, we have a wide variety of other items as well. Why not stop by? Like I can't be bothered changing the clock and stuff. So we're just gonna do it. I chanced upon this in the next town over and simply couldn't resist buying it for you. Just look at it. It's perfect for you. Was I wrong? Were you wrong? Maybe. My mother is often frequently wrong. Is it a hat? It's a Papa Bear. You were wrong. You were very incorrect, Mother. You're fired. You're fired from the gang. You're no longer part of the gang. Get out of my gang, Mother. How cool would you be if you were in a gang and you're trying to show your dominance? You're like, get out of my gang, Mother. You know what I mean? And then you're looking around to see if the other gang members are like impressed. And they're like, this guy brought his mother into the gang. Like everybody could tell. You know what I mean? It was pretty obvious his mother was in the gang. You know, the gang's full of... Hi, Mitzi, by the way. This gang's full of, like, you know, people like the same age. And then suddenly, there's this 80-year-old woman right there. And she's got a little stroller. A little walker. You know. And they're like, we're going to commit crimes. Because that's cool. And she's like, arr. And he's like, come on, Mom. Don't you crushing my style. We're trying to be a cool gang here. We're going to spray paint graffiti all over the bank. Come on, Mama. I gave you soup yesterday. And then he, like, cups his hand around the side of his mouth and goes, so that his mother couldn't hear him. And he goes, soup? That's not a euphemism for anything. I fed her soup, like a real, like, pumpkin soup yesterday, so... I don't fuck her. And the rest of the gang's like, right, we didn't think that at all till you said that right now, and now we're suspicious. And he's like, oh, Mom, you're making me seem really uncool in front of the guys. Stop it, Mom, you're gonna ruin the gang. And the other guys in the gang are like, to be honest, you're kind of ruining it yourself. Like, you're really bringing the vibe down. You don't really give off the impression that you're a cool gang leader. You're kind of bumming us out, dude. If it's more you than your mother. I mean, your mom probably makes like really good hamburgers or something. You know? And you're like, no, she doesn't. Her hamburgers aren't that nice. I'm starting to get tired. How long does this last? Yeah. What's he got to say? Feel the music, move to the beat, work that body. Windmills, people. Rotate your arms from the inside out. Rotate right on the C-sticks. Rotate left and left. Alright, you turtle bastard. Give me my thing. Hello there, Explody. Well, show me your card. Well, now, today marks the 14th time you've come to do morning aerobics. You've met your goal. So give me a present. I do believe I have a present for you, just like I promised. It's £4,000 in real money. It's an aerobics radio. That thing's quite valuable, and it's a perfect prize for your many merits. You can't get it anywhere else, so feel free to show it off to everybody, Sprite. I sure wish I could have one of those. You did have one. You gave it to me. Aerobics radio. What does that do? I want to get good footage of somebody like screwing it up. Bop, 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 bop. They're bopping. Up and down. I'm not going to participate, but I will stand here amongst all of you. Work harder. Yeah. Alright, that's enough of that. So that's that done. We did it. We accomplished our mission, which was to watch everybody do aerobics, but not do the aerobics ourselves. We did it. We did it all by ourselves. Aren't you proud of me? Mom, aren't you proud of me? And she's like, "Rawr, rawr." You're like, come on, Mom. Be cool for once in your life. And she's like, "Rawr, rawr, rawr." You know, that's what she sounds like. It's not what my mother sounds like. It's what the mother in this bit sounds like. All right. So now you know. Oh. Oh. See, we're getting fossils today. Weird. Last couple of days, no fossils. Not a fossil to be found. I've been finding not finding fossils. No fossils. All right, gang. We're gonna go out and do something really nefarious. Okay. But don't tell my mother about it, or she'll grind me. And you're like, dude, you're like 27. What's going on here? What is this? And you're like, no, it's fine. You guys are reading into this too much about my mother. Look, she was in the gang for a little bit, all right, but that's just because she drove me here. It's not weird, right? But it's fine. No, she's not in the gang, all right. She's not there. Somebody else is in the gang. We need a replacement for my mother, okay? Because she's out of the gang. In some way, she was never in the gang, you know. And the guys are like, you're really making us question what we do with our spare time, you know. Really making me think, like, is this the best use of my life to be sitting here debating whether or not your mother is or is not a member of this stupid gang? A gang which doesn't even have a name, by the way. Now, all cool gangs have names, and this one doesn't. And that makes me think that's not a cool gang. And that's not because your mother was in the gang. Or maybe she wasn't. That's up to debate. It's just that, you know, the way you talk about your mother is very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. And I gotta say, I don't find that cool at all, frankly. Maybe you're putting it on for us. Putting on a show. We don't appreciate it. We take care of our mamas. If we had our own gangs, our mamas would be part of them. Just because they believe in the same things we do. We have the same beliefs, the same ideals. And you and your mother clearly are on different paths, different tracks, different wavelengths. And maybe you should go home and sort yourself out and figure out what wavelength you are on and what wavelength your mother is on. And try to just get in sync more. Have more belief in your own mother. You know? And then the guy's like, wow, you think so? That's a really... Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should go and try to connect with my mother and... Because we just yell at each other. It's not fun, you know? And the guy's like, yeah, go home. Do that. So then he's like, yeah, I will. But I have to call my mom first because she's my lift. And the guy's like, we'll give you a lift back to your house, man. Some of us have cars. We're responsible adults, you know. He's like, okay, cool, let's do that. So he gets a lift back to his house. And then the gang drive back to the gang meeting place. And they're like, alright, so fuck that guy, right? And they're like, yeah, absolutely. Bringing his mother to the fucking gang meeting place? Ridiculous. And he's gonna blow our cover. That's no good. Right? He really fucked it up. Can't be having that stuff. What if his mother tells the police? Which she probably will. Because, you know, she's concerned about her son. But she's not concerned about her son. She's just one of those... She's from a generation where you always gotta rat out people to the police. So we gotta get out of here, man. They're probably on their way. We'll find a new building to meet in as a gang. And then we'll wreck that one. Because that's what gangs do. We'll just destroy our own building. And then we'll go and, I don't know, draw a dick on the side of the bank, alright? And everybody's like, yeah, dicks on bank. And then they all put their hands in. So that they're touching each other's hands. And then they go, 1, 2, 3, go. And then they all lift their hands up in triumph and go, yeah, fuck that guy's mother, you know? So, it's a little story. A little story I'm knocking around, you know? In my head. So is this a radio? It's just a radio. Okay. Maybe I can put it on here. I only need clickety clackers. So we'll get rid of them. And we'll put the radio right there. And then we'll turn it away. Perfect. So there you go. That's that done. We waited all that time for this aerobic stuff, and that's what we get. Oh, hang on. Hey, my peeps. Stinky here reporting for Finkel News. I buried the greatest treasure ever. One of the A acres. Go find it. A acres. I didn't see no treasure. Let's go on a treasure hunt real quick. Let's see if we can find some treasure. Say up here. We gotta get some treasure going, guys. Because we find 2 fossils. We find a gimpoid. But that's it. We didn't find no treasure. Treasure. In the A acres. Very interesting. Oh, no. I thought that was the treasure, but it wasn't. Now that this guy's mother's not here, we can go look for treasure ourselves. With no fear of having to give our treasure to that old lady. Because she wouldn't know what to do with pirate treasure. She's no pirate. Alright, I don't see it on this side. We'll go for a real quick scan on the other side. And if it's not there, we'll look for it again tomorrow. Alright. Those are the rules. You gotta have rules in a gang, right? And you guys are in my gang. So, you didn't know this, but you're not in my gang. Looks like watching this video was a mistake. Now you're automatically in my gang. Haha, nothing you can do about it. It's a great gang. But don't make fun of my mother. Right? That's part of the rules. Is that it? Sneaky. I got a kitty stereo. What the Stinky, you said this was a great idea. Kitty stereo. You call that treasure? Give that to that guy's mother. Ridiculous. Alright, well. Some stuff happened today. Aren't we glad we did that aerobic stuff? I'm certainly not. But there it's done now. Something to do. Anyway, that's the end of that. Thank you very much for watching. You guys are my gang now. That means you owe me £5 annually for the fan club. It's cool. Don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later. But thank you very much for watching today's episode. I really appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow. More Animal Crossing. We'll have some more fun. I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you. Goodbye. I like you. It's fine. You don't have to say it back. That's fine. That's alright. Don't worry about it.